in the mid-70s in the documentary unit, and I was a producer, correspondent, and we organized, as did the women at CBS and NBC. But this was a big period of media activism. The New York Times women, the women at the AP, at Time, Newsweek, Fortune, everybody was organizing groups, because what happened was we were covering the women's movement, and suddenly everybody looked in their own companies and said, wait a minute, we have problems here. I think that management at ABC was very amenable to our grievances, because they had been sued earlier that year by the local Channel 7 in New York on sex discrimination, and not Title IX. There were rules that had come out of the Johnson administration that said your employment picture had to mirror the community. And so they had to go and look at what their hiring was like at the local station, and they found that it was abysmal, that they maybe had 2 women and, you know, 1 black, and I mean, it was horrible. So they were busy making amends at the local station. So when we came on at ABC, the network women, they said, yeah, well, there still weren't many correspondents. By then, maybe there were a couple in Washington, in New York. Maybe there were a couple. I don't remember that there weren't very many. But we weren't only talking about on air. We were talking about writers, we're talking about producers, we're talking about film editors, we're talking about camera crews, we're talking about salespeople at the network. We're not only talking about the news department. There were women that wanted to sell. I mean, the way to management is through sales, and they make a lot of money. They sell airtime, and they hadn't had any women. They said, well, we don't have any. And we said, well, there are women that work in ad agencies that sell things, and they found them. They started opening the doors there. So things improved, gradually from then on.